Hi, welcome to my homeschool channel, Homeschool HQ. My name is Angela. In this video, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of where to find the notification of intent to homeschool form, how to fill it out, and what to include in it. I will be doing two different forms. If that is something of value to you or that you need help with, please continue following in this video. If the content that I share is of value to you and you would like to see more, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I hope this resource is valuable to you. Okay, we are talking about the notification form for intent of homeschooling. We're in Ohio. I'm going to talk about that one. Every state has a Department of Education website. This is Ohio's. This form would be printed off. You would fill it out in ink. You would mail it to the superintendent of the public school district where you reside. You're going to fill out your information, give them the information that they're looking for, your name, your address, contact information. You don't have to fill out like an email and all of that. Give them some way of contacting you. That is enough. You are going to make sure you want to check that box that says you're going to cover those required education, such as language, reading, spelling, writing, geography, history of the United States and Ohio, national, state, and local governments, mathematics, science, health, phys ed, fine arts including music, and safety. So you're going to also continue checking those boxes. Ohio requires 900 hours of instruction. There's special expectations for the teacher. You need to have a high school diploma. You have to have a standardized test score. If you don't have the high school diploma that shows high school equivalence, you need to have a GED if you can't get either of those. If you don't have any of that criteria, you can find a person that would oversee your school. They have to have a bachelor's degree. I will do a separate video that goes in more detail of the expectations of the parent, but right now you need to make sure that if you do meet that criteria, you check that box. All the boxes need to be checked and therefore you don't meet criteria if you can't check the box. They also want a list of textbooks, correspondence courses, or curriculum that you plan on teaching. You could either list that out based on the name of the curriculum, or you can fill out a narrative that says, I'm going to be utilizing for math, we're going to do cooking, we're going to do printed worksheets, educational videos, and outside learning. That would be sufficient. You could also go in detail and say, I am going to be using teaching textbooks for math. They would be fine with that. That's what they're looking for. So you would fill all of that out, include all the curriculum or the ways that you're going to teach those subjects, send it to your superintendent of the public school district in which you reside. So if you would like to have another form available to you, from Ohio Homeschooling Parents is the website. It has a form for the notification of intent to homeschool that you could send to your superintendent that would replace the one that we just saw through the Department of Education. The reason for using this one is, first of all, this website lays it out very nicely and gives you examples that you could include, but also a little bit less information is given to the superintendent of the school so that you can have a little bit more privacy, and just having your own form allows you to kind of keep the ball in your court, leaving less up to the government to overreach and have control over. This form is going to include the same check boxes that you're going to have to include. You're still going to have to explain how you are going to get the 900 hours, how you are eligible to teach your children. You're still going to have to explain the curriculum that you're using. But again, it's your form, not the Department of Education's form. It's a little bit less intrusive information that it's asking. Now, there's another one that you could, to explain the curriculum for unschoolers, if you don't know exactly what you plan on teaching yet, because you want to leave that up to the child. You want to go with the flow through the year, what they find interest in. Then this is the form that you would need to print out as well. You would want to edit this to how it fits you and your family before you print it. But this is a good guideline and an example. The most important thing is that it says we will meet the expectations that Department of Education has for the home learning, but we will do it in our way. We will do it on the timeline that we see fit. They don't necessarily list textbooks and curriculum. They list ways that they're going to be teaching these things through library books, you might say, or educational videos, worksheets, outside learning. You could use cooking, building, Legos, Minecraft. You could include that. But the most important thing is that this one does not actually say what curriculum they're using. It's just leaving it up to the learner to explore what interests them at the time. Allows them to be a little less passive with their learning and have a little bit more control over it. So that way they are a part of it, therefore they're going to want to learn it a little bit more. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. Hopefully you can find forms in your state. If you have issues with that, please reach out to me. I would love to be able to help you and offer assistance. If there's anything that I didn't make real clear, please ask me. I would love to follow up and give you some advice or tips in any way that I can. Thank you so much and enjoy. Happy homeschooling.